What's up everyone? I'm Ashley and this is Ashley Talks Movies. Welcome to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be talking about the latest movie release date shuffle. Warner Brothers has shifted its film slate once again, giving new release dates to some of the movies that were set to come out this summer, and they're big ones. So before I get into all of that, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and also hit that notification bell so you get notified every time a new video is posted. So, Warner Brothers has shifted its film slate around, and many people have been wondering what was going to happen with Tenet and Wonder Woman 1984, and now we know. So just today, Warner Brothers announced that Tenet, the Christopher Nolan film that stars John David Washington and Robert Pattinson, will move from July 17th to July 31st. So it's not a huge move. It's delayed by 2 weeks, but it's still a move nonetheless. And people were wondering if it was going to stay in that original slot or if it was going to move, and so now we know it's going to move. So instead of mid-July, it's coming out late July. I imagine that Warner Bros. Decided to do that because, you know, movie theaters, as I've mentioned in previous videos, are still kind of up in the air as to when they're going to reopen. I mean, Cinemark has kind of detailed its plan to reopen in July. AMC has a plan to reopen. Regal Cinema hasn't really said anything about their plan. So even with Cinemark and AMC kind of gearing up to reopen in July, that still won't mean that they'll be ready for a big release like Tenet or any other big release, right? Because they have to get their crew back, they have to train, they have to put all these new measures in place, and then you have to wonder if moviegoers, are going to show up. And that's a big concern. So that brings us to the next movie that Warner Brothers has given a new release date to, and that is Wonder Woman 1984. So this move is actually a lot bigger than the Tenet move. Wonder Woman was set to come out in August 14th. It will now come out October 2nd. So quite a few months longer that we have to wait for Wonder Woman 1984. Again, I'm not surprised by this because, like I've mentioned in previous videos, talking about movie theaters, talking about release dates, there's still a lot of uncertainty around the coronavirus pandemic. There's still so many unknowns. And even though a lot of states are starting to reopen and businesses are reopening, some states are seeing spikes in cases. Some people are still apprehensive about going to certain venues, so people seem to be comfortable going to restaurants, right? But when you see stories about certain polls that come out about whether or not people are ready to travel or whether people are ready to go to movie theaters, there still seems to be a lot of people who are still not ready to go to a movie theater just yet, either because they're fearful of being in a space for a prolonged period of time with other people, or they feel like they can just watch movies at home. They don't need to go to a movie theater. Either way, that's a big concern for movie studios and movie theater chains, right? So delaying these movies as all those factors come into play just makes sense. Now, the question I have is, with Tenet moving to the end of July and Wonder Woman moving basically out of the summer and into the fall, what will Disney do about Mulan? Because right now, Mulan is still set to come out in on July 24th, and that would mean it'd be the first major studio release to come out when the theaters reopen. So is Disney going to stick to that date, or are they going to move it out of July because it's still close to Tenet? So, I mean, it was close to Tenet before Tenet moved its date. But will Disney decide, you know what, let's just move it out of July, maybe take the August 14th slot that was vacated by Wonder Woman? Or just, wait, take it off of its slate altogether and wait to see before they give it a new release date. So there's a lot of questions there. What will theaters do if say the theaters do decide to stick with their plans to reopen by July? I think they will probably show older films, which would make sense. They could even do some special kind of programming, kind of like those Fathom events that they do when they show Jaws in the summer, or or older movies that people may not have been able to see in the theater. They can experience it for the first time in a theater. I think movie theaters would benefit from that because some people just want the movie theater experience. And if you do special pricing, you could probably convince people to go see a movie if it doesn't cost that much, right? But anyway, it's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of things happening. I don't know if these dates will stick. I mean, they could change again. There's just been so many changes. But so that's what it is for right now. So Tenet is July 31st. Wonder Woman is out of summer, moved to October 2nd. And for now, that could change by later today or tomorrow or next week. But for now, Disney's Mulan is still set to come out July 24th. So let me know what you think about those changes in the comment section below. Are you shocked by Warner Brothers moving its movies around? Do you think Disney will keep Mulan in July? Share your thoughts with me in the comment section below. Please like this video, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe.